What is going on, guys? I'm Consumer Tech Review, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Redragon K580 Pro Veda. I'm going to go over the pros and the cons, and then I'm going to give you some of my real life experience that I've had with this keyboard over the last 3 weeks. And if at any point in the video you guys want to check out this exact same keyboard, I'll have Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. And I will also have the Redragon store link below, and you can use my code CTR5% to get 5% off your order, and it also helps support the channel. But let's get into the video. The first pro is the switches. Now we know that Redragon pretty much exclusively uses Aotemu switches, but these are not just any old Aotemu Brown switches. They're Aotemu Brown optical switches, and they are on a whole nother level. So Aotemu optical switches are way better than normal Aotemu switches. They're so much better. First, the stats are 100 million keystrokes instead of a normal 50 million. So you get a whole lot more longevity, long lasting, better build quality overall. It is 1.6 millimeters to actuation, so it actuates a little bit faster than the 2 millimeters, or it's 2.1 millimeters for normal Aotemu switches. As well as that, it's 4 millimeters of total travel distance, which is pretty much normal for most keyboards, and it takes 55 grams of pressure to press these down, and these switches are so good. Now, I've used Aotemu Brown switches, and these have the Aotemu Brown optical switches, and the optical switches are just literally on a whole nother level. If you're gonna get this keyboard, there's two options. There's the blue switch, not optical, and then there's the optical brown switch, which is like the Pro. Get the Pro with the optical switches. It is so freaking worth it. They're so good. Moving on to me not just talking about the switches, this is a full-size keyboard, which is really good with all of the multimedia and stuff. We're gonna get into that later, but it does have a metal deck, and that's a fantastic pro. Redragon just does a great job with their build quality, and this is not an exception to that. Now, another huge pro is multimedia keys with the play, fast forward, those things, but it also has a volume knob, which is really awesome. That's something that is huge for me. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal. It's massive for me because I'm constantly turning up and down the volume when I'm editing videos, when I'm playing games, when I'm listening to music. It's all done through my PC. And my setup is in my room, so I'm constantly listening to music or hearing sounds, and having that volume knob is so premium. You guys, once you have a volume knob, a little scroll wheel, you can't go back. Moving on to the next pro, the RGB. This is perky lighting. Full whatever you want, full customizability. Now you can fully customize all of the RGBs on the keyboard without ever having to get a software, and I'm a big fan of that. Although there is a software, but typically Redragon products, you don't ever need to get a software, and I really love that because I constantly get so many keyboards, so many products. I hate having to download all these different softwares, and usually it takes longer on a software than it does actually on the keyboard. But it is perky lighting. There's a ton of different effects. There is both top on the keys, and there's also side RGB lighting, so you get these little strips on the side, which is just very premium. The whole thing about this Redragon keyboard is premium. That's the word. In my previous reviews, I've liked certain things, I've not liked certain things. With this keyboard, there's really not very many exceptions. At this price point, they're pretty much giving you everything you want. Let's move on to the next pro. Obviously, these are PBT keycaps, so they won't fade over time, double shot injected, so they're not gonna fade, they're not gonna get shiny. Good to go. And the next pro is this keyboard is hot swappable, so you can take those switches out, switch out to whatever you guys want for the Aotemu optical switches. Remember, this is an optical switch, so if you do want to hot swap them, they're gonna have to be optical switches. Now on this full-size keyboard, you also get 5 dedicated macro keys, which is really sweet to have. The only con kind of that is those keys are not backlit, which is kind of iffy, but you do know where they are. However, it would have been nice to see that they're backlit. However, they are kind of a rubbery material instead of a normal key, so that's kind of nice. And the last pro is it's full anti-ghosting. Now there's one con, and let's go over it really quick. It's not big, and it's the only con with it, but sometimes the scroll wheel doesn't make a sound kind of like equal. It's kind of like sometimes it'll click more than other times, and I don't know why. It's kind of annoying for me. It sounds like a very nitpicky con, and it is a very nitpicky con. However, I would 100% take this any day just to have this scroll wheel. It's so much nicer for volume control. It's also very accurate. It doesn't skip. It doesn't go. The sensitivity on it is not too crazy. But guys, that is my review of the K580 Veda Pro with the brown optical switches. If you do want to go pick one of these up, I will have an Amazon link below for the US, UK, and Canada. And remember, you can also get it at Red Dragon Shop, which will also be below. Use code CTR5% to get 5% off your order and support me. And guys, yes, there's no unboxing in this video. However, I did do an unboxing. It was deleted by accident. It was very depressing today when I figured out that I deleted the unboxing. So I'm very sorry that there was no unboxing video. It does come with a keycap holder, and they also did give you like 8 different switches because this is a hot swappable keyboard. But if you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out, help me out and throw a like below. And if you enjoy gaming tech reviews and tech reviews in general, definitely consider subscribing because I do a bunch of those. Also, we're about to hit 12,000 subs, which is crazy because it feels like yesterday we just hit 10,000 subs. So thank you guys for the crazy support. Welcome all of you people that have just subscribed. Thank you so much for the absolutely insane support. I will soon have a top 5 mouse video. You guys cannot believe the crazy videos that are gonna be coming out. I'm about to be putting out some bangers really, really quick, one after the other. So if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. This was Consumer Tech Review, and I'll see you guys later. And go check out the Discord. It's linked below. See you later.